management of human being, more especially in this our country, Nigeria, where everybody is just looking for his pocket. It's difficult. So, what is the hardest part? In managing technicians and people you work with.
When it comes to our region here, managing technicians is a whole different ball game. Seriously, based on my experience, their language and yours are not the same.
Hello, viewers. This is Webstage TV. This is a platform where we spotlight on the lifestyle, the challenges, the wins of creators, founders, builders. Join us. This is a platform where whether you are experienced, whether you are upcoming, we share experiences here. This is a place, if you follow us on a daily, weekly basis, you always find one thing or the other to learn about your own field and about other people's field. Today, I am glad to introduce to us Mr. Chidi. Mr. Chidi, you are welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Webstage TV.
Webstage TV, yeah.
Webstage TV, yes. Thank you very much. Yeah. I want to appreciate you for giving me your platform to express my profile. Yeah. So, and let the fans or viewers know about me and my profession.
Mr. Chidi, for somebody that is just meeting you for the first time, introduce yourself very well. Introduce yourself to somebody that is just meeting you for the first time, Mr. Chidi.
Okay, thank you. My name is Chidi S. Chukwuebuka. I'm a Fleet Workshop Supervisor with a strong background when it comes to heavy duty machines and equipment repair. Actually, my career began as a technical level analyst. During this process, I was able to understand the techniques used in terms of mechanical workshop operations and daily operations. So the systems which are being applied when it comes to mechanical or workshop operations. So that was the background which I started with.
Now, what does a typical day look like for you as a fleet workshop engineer? What does a typical day look like for
you? Okay. As a fleet workshop engineer, the daily routine for me is one. First of all, you kind of coordinate for the day operation, which is given to you by assigning tasks to your technicians, ensuring that maintenance and operations for that day go smoothly. 3, making sure all the availability equipment or vehicles that will be used for the day operation are being on an active operational movement and stability without causing any breakdown for that day. That's the daily activities for a supervisor.
Okay, now somebody that is not in your field, what are they usually get surprised at when they come in contact with your job? Somebody that is not into your field. What surprises they? What are
Okay. Once you are not in this field, first of all, the surprise you will encounter is how mechanical work is being done and the amount of result you get when these components of metals come together and perform work effectively. So that reactions alone would be kind of surprise to you. You feel like, how can this be possible? for some first timer who comes into this field. This is the kind of reaction you get.
So, talking about big trucks, what are, what are the, something that can always make a big truck to break down? The causes of breakdown in a big truck. Can you name one or two major things that can make a big truck to break down?
Okay, things that can make a big truck varies. They varies. You can have overheating of the engine. It can break the trucks down. Sometimes you might have bad issues like injector issues, which causes the causes are from a bad diesel or PMS being infused into the injectors. This can cause breakdown to a heavy truck also. And again, we also have minor issues like tire fluctuations, which normally caused by the road in the bad roads or sharp objects lays on the road. So these are some major problems that can, when it occurs, it breaks down all these heavy machines. And
Going forward, what are the hardest parts in managing technicians? You know that management of human beings, especially in this our country, Nigeria, where everybody is just looking for his pockets, it's difficult. So, what is the hardest part, in managing technicians and people you work with?
When it comes to our region here, managing technicians is a whole different ball game. Seriously, based on my experience, their language and yours are not the same. They tend to have a particular language, and you, that is a professional in this field, have your own language which you have set aside. So the way I do bombard this type of situation is by kind of understanding their like weakness. So when you know their weakness and then you work on it, you find out that you achieve your results to whatever standards you create. So that's the way I follow them up.
I understand that managing trucks carries a lot of pressure, because sometimes you'll be in your relaxation area, the truck is sent somewhere to go and deliver. You just get a phone call, okay, this truck has broken down somewhere. So how do you manage pressure when your trucks break down unexpectedly? How do you manage those pressures that comes with the job?
So these pressures, in my own are managed when you have those operating these tractors as a skilled operators. When I mean by skilled operators, guys that knows that okay, when the sound of the engine is not giving you the normal sound it's supposed to give you, you're able to detect it on time and alarm for the next thing so that engine can be correct. So pressure in its own is a whole ball game. Pressure comes, but the way you handle it by your mindset is a whole different thing. So in this field, if you're a problem solver, pressure comes. It's just for you to not to panic with the pressure. Just think a way out on how to solve that problem. And I tell you, it's a win-win for your both sides.
So, going forward, what do you think it is the most important leadership quality? Somebody in your shoes, instead of your bag, most important leadership quality, somebody that in your position is supposed to have.
Okay. Most leadership quality I can align for someone in my position to have is making decision. Number one, making decision is an important quality leadership when it comes to managing fleet and supervising all these heavy truck. And again, is problem solving. problem solving. When a problem comes to you, you know how to tackle that problem. These are skills you should be able to acquire. And again, understanding your team, like your technicians you work with, understanding them and they also understand you. These are the quality skills you need to acquire or you need for you to progress in this field.
All right, thank you. Can you remember, in your toughest moment, your biggest challenge in this field, your toughest moment? Can you remember?
My toughest challenge was there was this certain time we had a breakdown in one of our heavy equipment, which is a dozer machine. So there was this parts we needed to acquire for we to fix it so that it can be able to start operation. So within sorting out for these parts, it wasn't available at the moment within our region district. So we had to kind of sort it out outside the country. So this was a toughest challenge for us during the process. You just see in a situation you have a deadline, you want to meet top target, and what you need to meet up is not, you can't be able to see it around you. So it's being frustrated. So you get frustrated during this process. And that has been the toughest challenge I have ever faced when it comes to this profession.
Okay, now, talking about responsibilities and accountability, what lessons have you been able to draw from your field in terms of accountability, in terms of the responsibility, the lessons you've learned, over time?
So when it comes to accountability and lessons is number one, I would say what I've learned is that applying, for instance, like example, like when a manufacturer have a machines like this, you tend to apply the standard of the manufacturing standard of that machines in terms of servicing it. So what the manufacturer outlined, the method of you servicing this machine, these are the lessons you need to adhere when it comes to this profession. And the mode of, you can't just, for instance, you can't just take another component from or they told you that this machine needs to be serviced in 2 weeks time. Then you leave the machine to get to a month or 2 months before you service it. So it caused a huge problem to that machine. So this kind of lessons should be adhered when it comes to this profession. That are the lessons you need to take in mind.
If somebody, a fresher, wants to come into this field, what advice are you giving to? Maybe somebody wants to come into transportation business, the heavy truck transportation business, or somebody wants to come into the management level like yourself. What advice do you have for such a person?
Okay, the advice I have for you, that for me, I would say maintenance is the most important aspect in this field. When you can be able to maintain your vehicles on a steady basis, regular checkup and inspection is most vital and essential. So if you are able to adhere to this, you are good to go in this field. It makes work easy and efficient. So it's a good goal when you adhere to the maintenance aspect of it. Make a proper servicing at the right time and engage the basic inspection that it's supposed to be engaged at the moment. So this is the advice I could give to anybody that wants to come into.
Is there any other thing probably I did not ask you want to ask this interview?
It's a good one, but I would just like to add one more thing in this field. As someone aspiring to be in this field, most importantly, I will tell you that documenting is essential. When you document whatever maintenance or faults you have had in the past, it helps you tackle such situation whenever it reoccurs. So so having a proper documentation in this field is essential. That's all I had to have. Yeah.
Okay, Chidi, do you have a shout out to make to maybe your colleagues, your hosts, your anybody? You have a shout out to make?
Okay, I want to first of all thank the host of this platform, which is Webstage TV,
Thank you
the
very
person
much.
of for giving me your platform to adhere my skills and profession here. And I also want to thank my fans out there or whoever that will be listening to this. That is a win-win for everyone. Consistency is the best. When you keep it consistent, you achieve results. Thanks.
Chidi, one more thing. Talking about the internet, we are on internet age now. Are you getting my point? Is
Yeah.
there in any way you are leveraging on the power of the internet to you know um, do your work perfectly? Is there in any way the internet is helping you, to accomplish your task anyway or form? Maybe in terms of sourcing parts, in terms of advertising your job, in terms of, and again, I think I met you on LinkedIn. What other social media handles do you have so that somebody that wants to reach you can, easily access you?
Okay. In terms of the web, the internet now is a essential tools when it comes to this our profession. Like you just said, you were able to reach out to me from LinkedIn, where I I outline my profession there. So if not for LinkedIn, we wouldn't be having this conversation at most. And again, when you look at this generation, the internet is giving a whole lot of people to to make a name for themselves, irrespective of whatever profession you are, maybe the entertainment world or the career world. And it's a good privilege when using the internet to express your profession. And for my handle, I'm on Instagram, but I'm on Instagram Sunday underscore 17. So you can reach out to me there, and also on Facebook, Sunday Chukwuebuka. You can also reach out to me there on Facebook.
It's a pleasure
All right.
talking with you.
And also me too. Thank you.
All right. This is Webstage Television. This is a platform where, like I said earlier, we spotlight on the lifestyle, the challenges, the wins of creators, founders, e-com brands. If you have a story to tell our audience, you can reach us to us. You can also follow us on our various platforms at Webstage TV, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, at Webstage TV. You don't have anything to regret if you follow this platform. Yeah, you rather have enough to learn. This is a platform where we share ideas. Thank you all for watching.